Hey y'all, welcome back to Prepping the Truth. Welcome to today's video. We're going to be talking about how 2023 can be even worse than 2022. So if you're new to this channel, please click that subscribe button down below. Be sure to tap the notification bell beside it so that you're notified when I upload new videos. And as always, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to share. So this is coming from a farmer and their take on how 2023 could be even more expensive than 2022. So we know that drought, supply chain shortages, the rising cost of doing business led to 2022 being a lot more expensive. But 2023 could be even worse, and I'm going to give you some of the reasons why this dairy farmer says that it's going to cost you even more in 2023 than it is in 2022. So we know that they stated inflation supposedly was only 10.6% increase. Overall inflation was only 7.1%, but we know better than that. When you go to the store and you add the math up yourself, you can see that those numbers just do not add up. So with these numbers, there's a number of factors that have contributed to the rising food prices. The fertilizer, the fuel shortages, the extreme weather conditions, rising interest rates in an industry that relies on debt financing. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, they're saying there's going to be a lot of shortages next year because there's going to be a lot less farmers on top of it. Because they're saying that the farmers, a lot of the small ones, are going to be closing and not growing anything or producing anything because it's getting so expensive to run the businesses. We're going to have a supply chain shortage. We're going to have an increase in our food prices at the grocery store. And I don't think it's going down anytime soon. And this is what this farmer says. I think Americans are really going to be hurting in their wallet. Most U.S. farmers take out short-term variable rate loans each year to pay for everything from seeds and fertilizer to livestock and machinery. According to the Department of Agriculture, as a result, the Federal Reserve's aggressive interest rate increases from as low as 0% to as high as 4.25% has raised the cost of farming operations, which means right off the get-go it's going to cost more to produce your food just by that alone. We have family farmers and ranchers that cannot pay their bills. And you talk about loans, which is a big deal. They can't pay their regular bills, much less pay higher loans than they were paying before. Food costs are increasing, the overall production of our operations increasing, and we've been able to get paid more to make it. It's not happening. They are not making more on their end, but yet it's costing you more at the grocery store. Why? Because it's costing them more to produce it, so they're still having to pass that along to the consumers. The farming sector's total interest expense is forecast to hit nearly $26.5 billion this year. That's nearly 32% higher than last year, and this is according to USDA's data. Due to the higher fertilizer, fuel, and land costs, farmers must decide whether they'll reduce their crops and cattle or endure as they struggle to repay larger loans, according to 24 farmers and bankers that were interviewed. So they're saying it's going to cost 32% more now to produce than it has this year. So we have already went up, no telling how much in the percentage on the food at the grocery stores. I mean, 10%, 7% is a joke. We all know better than that. You know, we all know we've had way more inflation on our groceries than 10%. So if you're adding on the cost of 32% for farmers' operations, that is going to pass on down to us. So that's another added increase. That is less food on the table. So even if they do produce the stuff and it is in the grocery store, most people are not going to be able to afford it. Not only that, the winter wheat crop has suffered a devastating loss due to the blizzards and the cold weather that has come through. They're stating up to like 45% could be lost. So we already had shortages from droughts. We've already had shortages from supply chain issues. We have plants closing down. Tyson has closed down I don't know how many plants and productions due to the blizzards. So they're going to be backlogged on sending stuff out. So what's being sold right now is not going to be put back in for a while. The wheat, a lot of it has been killed off with winter kill, or however they say that, because the blizzards come through and the cold come through and it wasn't ready for that kind of weather. So a decrease of 45% is going to be major. So you need to stock up on wheat products. Anything like that you can do long-term storage on, definitely need to stock up on that, because if it is in the stores, it's going to be a lot higher than what it is right now. We see products in the grocery store increasing. I think a lot of people don't understand why. We're not the ones pushing for increasing. We are making less than ever. They are paying more to produce the food. They are paying more on their loans, but yet they are not getting it. So a lot of them is going to stop doing it altogether. Close down family businesses that have been passed down from generation to generation because of this, but yet you are paying more at the store. So even if it's there, you may still not be able to afford it. So there's no better time than right now to stock up, because anything that you get right now, whatever price you pay for it right now, could be less than what you're going to pay for it next year if it's in the store. So now is definitely a good time to get prepared. So thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe. God bless you, and keep prepping.